Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, April 25, 2017, 1157 p.m. Birmingham. Topic: 1 second after the rapture of the church, there will be not one believer on the entire planet. Not one. If they were, they would be gone with the rapture. So 1 second after the rapture, there'll be no one on earth who is a Christian. Nor will the rapture begin the tribulation. Tribulation won't start that day. There will be a space of time for the world to adjust to a place where there will be no church. There will not be another church built during that time. Anyone who attempts to build a church will be destroyed. I mean destroyed in a horrible way. More than likely caught, jailed, tortured, punished, and then beheaded. And probably in that manner, in that order. But you got to keep in mind, a lot has to be in place in order for the church to be raptured. When I say by that, you have to have a threat on the church that's here today. For example, 100,000 Christians were killed last year. 93% of those were killed by Islam. And you tell me they're not a threat? There will be a get-together of the people who the powers to be that will come to be when the church is gone. Then they will slowly come in place. They will slowly gain momentum. They'll slowly poison your mind on all those who are left about the church, about look how happy we are now. They're not mentioning, look how many people are killing in the background. Just don't look over there. We're talking about right here, how happy we are. The church was a problem. So now all we need to do is get rid of the Jews. They're the other part of the problem. Let's destroy them next. Believe me, that is their goal. And the world has to have time to prepare for a system that everybody will receive a mark. This can't take place tonight, rapture in the morning, and be effect tomorrow at noon. No, it's not going to happen. Get that reflection there, I don't like. But I'm going to say this. I believe Donald Trump is a Christian. Now, those who had dreams and prophecies and visions, they saw him being president. And I believe they saw that or they heard it. It was given to them in some manner. I'm not totally convinced he was seen being president for 2 terms. And when I say that, I don't mean, well, what I mean is I'm not sure we'll be here for 2 terms. If he is a Christian, supposedly he's saved, and now he has a group, Pence leads this group on a Sunday worship service. Did you know that? In fact, there are some get together for a prayer breakfast every day. That's never happened in our government. Assuming Trump is a Christian and he is a president, assuming he is, rapture of the church will take him out. Someone else will have to fulfill his place. Now, if Pence, naturally the second man in line, he's a Christian, he'll go too. And who's the third? Secretary of State? And if they're Christian, well, I think beyond that point, there'll be a fight. It'll be a free-for-all. It will be when Obama and Hillary or whoever else will try to force themselves into, because they'll be here. In my opinion, they'll be here after the church is raptured. And that's when they all do their power play. But right now, I see 60% of nothing but lies throughout the left. I see the problems in our country that have been problems continuing because of the left, because of their lies. They don't know how to tell the truth anymore. They're creating lies just out of thin air. There are problems in this country today, the left. I'm just wondering if the left, are all of them lost? Are any of them Christians? Really, I don't believe a Christian would be doing what they're doing. Because what they're doing, listen up if you're one of them, you're hurting millions of people every day with your lying. You're hurting millions of people. Not just here in our country, but around this world. You hurt people with your lying. Stop lying for a little while, just a little bit, and see what would it feel like to not tell a lie today. Call it not tell a lie today a day, you know. But I see that the problems that will be maintained in this country will be maintained by those on the left who continue to fight everything against what a duly elected president, Trump, is doing to help this country. They're doing all they can do to maintain disorder rather than order. And they're doing it. But with God putting Trump in, they'll fail miserably because God's work will go on, like it or not, left, far left, further left. God's word, God's what he saw millions of years ago, you can't change that. God saw the beginning from the end. He saw the first and the last. It's been done. He saw it. He watched it. He knows it. So you can't change that. All you doing is hurting yourself. You're building these little fires under you that one day that fire is going to get big enough to reach your butt. When it burns you in the butt, maybe you'll jump out of the way and shut up. But until then, you're hurting this country. And you're hurting countries that depend on our country. Just want to tell you that. It is the truth. Now, when the rapture of the church occurs, there's no way in the world, no way, it cannot happen. Even in 3 years, it can't happen to put in place a system that will elect out of chaos and disorder a one-man job who is over the UN and then will be over the New World Order, will be the head of the heads. He's the snake. He's the reptilian. He's the falling angel. Those under him are going to create problems. Satan, the fallen angel, he's the one that's going to be the head of it all. He will implement ways to keep, you think our government keeps tabs on you today. You've not seen anything yet. He will know, and not only will he know, he will monitor you. If you buy anything and you're not in the system, is being tattooed or have a chip in your forehead or your right hand, you know, right here, that fold of your skin, that and your forehead are the two warmest parts of your body. That's why your mother, when you grew up as a child, she put her lips to your forehead. She could read your temperature. And all it takes is that heat to power a chip. That's it. Don't take sunlight. It takes the heat. And that'll power a chip. It'll charge those batteries. And that chip will tell on you everything that you do. Every gallon of gas you buy, every pack of cigarettes you buy, every quart of whiskey you buy, because you're going to need those things then. But you won't be able to buy them because it'll flag you immediately because you don't have the chip. So what are you going to do? You're going to take the chip and carry on with your life until you die, in which time you'll go to one or two places. And if you have the chip, heaven is ruled out. So rule that one out. Scratch that one off. You're not going there. So these things have to come into place, and it's going to take time. Not going to take an eternity, but keep in mind, millions upon tens of millions of people have their wives and their children, or their husbands and their children, taken away by the church. They'll know. They'll be the ones to put up the good fight then and to stall everything the Antichrist tries to do. And they will slow him down. And that's why it will take more time than just the next day to implement the mark of the beast. It won't happen that quick. These people will know my wife was taken by the church because she was saved. She's a Christian. Now, I've got to do that. I've got to find a way to accept Christ now, and I'd rather die, let them behead me, than take a mark of the beast, because I want a crown of life. And that's what many will do. At the same time, they'll fight against the evil that's trying its best to take over the world, trying its damnedest, and they will. So the good will lose. But the good will only lose to paradise, nothing else. God says, fear not the ones that can hurt the body, but fear the one that can hurt the soul and hurt the body and destroy the soul. They can't do that. God can. So you Christians today know one thing. We're about to start seeing a very slow release. I guess you call it a soft disclosure. You have power over all these things that you're going to see. And we'll see some of them. You'll have power over them. If you're a Christian, then you stand up as a Christian and you face it head on and said, you can't hurt me. I have power over you. And you do have power over them. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Remember that. Those of you that accept Christ after the church has been raptured, you'll not have that power. You will be given ways to stay hidden away, and you will be kept from harm as long as you can stay hidden away. And God will help lead you through that. But most of you won't make it. Jody Wolf Expoz.